You clicked on this video because
You're a Packer fan.
You're a Packer fan, and we're Packer fans, and we would like to predict the Green Bay Packers 2018-19 season for you. What we're going to do is we're going to go win-loss, and we're going to mark it all down, and we're also going to go, we're going to make score predictions too. Home opener, Sunday Night Football, is September 9th.
Da Bears. It's a home game. Sunday Night Football. Crowd's going to be amped.
It's on NBC.
That's definitely a W for the Packers.
Yeah, Packers win, beat the Bears, start off 1-0. I'm going to say they win. I think it's going to be close. I'm 28-17.
I am also predicting the Packers W. I say the final score of this game is going to be 24-16. They're going to come out strong, have some new looks that the teams that in the division aren't used to seeing.
I'm going to the next game, September 16th, against the Vikings.
The hated purple and gold. That's going to be a tough game.
I'm excited.
The Vikings D, they got Joe Philbin back as coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So the year that he coordinated, the Packers went 15-1 and had the highest scoring offense in the league.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think their offense is going to be huge this year with the addition of Jimmy Graham. He's going to be all over the field. They're going to use him everywhere.
Ugh.
Seattle used him primarily in the red zone.
Well, that's
he had
probably,
10
that's
TDs.
what we should do.
He had 10 TDs, but he's capable of probably 15 TDs and 100 yards a game if they use him over the middle, which we've been seeing.
Touchdowns?
We've been seeing him in practice catch the ball over the middle all the time. So I think they're going to utilize him a whole lot more than the Seahawks did previous game.
It's going to be really close. I'm predicting a close game. Like, it's going to be like maybe a Mason Crosby field goal to win kind of game.
I'm going to go Packers 20, Vikings 17.
I'm going to say, I think it's going to be a little more high scoring than that. I say the Packers win 24-21. So that's 2-0. That's
Especially
2-0
because
to
the
start.
Vikings have a new quarterback. Who's their new quarterback? Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah, they have a new
Watch that game. Watch that game be a high-scoring offensive affair with Dalvin Cook back there, healthy.
I don't know.
Kirk Cousins and
I feel like
Stephon
Dalvin
Diggs.
Cook might have a sophomore slump.
Stephon
And
Diggs.
again, maybe he's Ezekiel Elliott 2.0.
First away game at RFK.
Redskins. Noon game, September 23rd. Away.
Redskins without quarterback Kirk Cousins. And I think a depleted offense. They no longer have.
Well, they've got Alex Smith now.
Yeah, I think he's a has-been.
I say the Packers come in going off of that road or going off of that big win against the Vikings because I feel like that's gonna put the Packers on the map. Like that when they knock off the Vikings week 2,
Yeah,
that's
but
what's
they're playing
gonna
at home.
Yeah, but that's what's gonna say that's what's gonna make people say, okay, Vikings. People are saying the Vikings are gonna win the North again.
Yeah.
They're starting 3-0. They're gonna go into RFK and they're going to knock off the Redskins. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a high scoring game. They're gonna. I'm gonna say 31, and I say the Packers let the Redskins put up more points than they should. I say they win 31-21. No, 31-24.
I'm going to say Packers 34, Redskins 21.
And now we go back home.
Now we're home to the Buffalo Bills. Circle the wagons! I think Buffalo puts up some points, and their defense is staunch. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. I think the Packers will come out on top on this one. 23-17.
I say they come out on top 27-13. I think that they're not going to have any troubles with the Bills offense at all. At the Lions.
This is going to be their first loss. They're going to stub their toe against Detroit.
What the hell did you just say?
They've had a hard time winning at the Lions the last few years. They've even had a hard time beating the Lions at home the last few years. So I say this is their first loss. I think they managed to put up 20 on the Lions, but I think the Lions will get 23.
I think the Packers are going to win this game. I don't think they're going to... If they're going to lose a game, it's going to be against the Vikings in week 2. In this first 6 weeks before their bye. They lose a game, it's going to be against the Vikings. That's the game that I'm iffy on, but this is going to be a win. In fact, I'll flip your score. I say Packers win 23-20. 49ers. This will be the Packers.
Coming out party? Or loss?
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to come in.
Jimmy!
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to come into Lambeau, and
Light him up.
I'm scared.
The 49ers are a new look
They've got
team.
Richard Sherman now. They've got, who do they have at running? Jerick McKinnon. I think Jerick McKinnon, as their starting running back, is going to make a huge difference in the offense, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo under center. Like, that's going to be...
Well, if you look at the 49ers' last 6 games last year, I believe they were 6-0.
They were.
They went undefeated.
Yeah.
I think the Packers, while this would be a tough game, it is a primetime game.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Is that
And,
Monday Night Football? Yeah, it's Monday Night Football.
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah.
It's Monday Night Football. So Rodgers doesn't lose on Monday night. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to pick Packers 31-27.
I'm going to say they lose. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw 3 touchdown passes. I'll say they lose by actually quite a bit, 31-21. I think this is going to hurt.
See, I could see him losing one more game, either to the Vikings or the Niners, and being 4-2 at the bye. That's probably a more realistic prediction.
There's
Start hot.
2 games after the bye week.
Look at the 4th game though after the bye week.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
It is a
I don't think that's
primetime
going to be a
game.
problem.
It's a primetime game, but it's away.
That ain't
Remember?
no problem.
It's in,
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. Huh?
it's at Cellular Field.
That ain't no
Or
problem.
What is it?
That ain't no problem.
Cellulink,
That ain't no problem.
CenturyLink Field, whatever.
That ain't no
The
problem.
13th man.
No, it's the 12th man, Steven. Jeez.
Oh yeah, 12th man. 11 on 11.
Bye week.
At the LA Football Rams. Jared Goff, Todd Gurley.
Brandon Cooks.
This is a loss
Yeah.
for the Green Bay Packers.
It's going to be an L. I think that's going to be
Coming
an L.
out of the bye.
Which is rare. Packers usually
Yeah.
don't lose out of the bye.
No.
But
Well,
this away
The
game...
last few years they have lost
Really?
coming out of the bye. Yeah, a couple times.
Huh.
So, plus this team I think is just, they're a great team. They have a rising, powerful offense, and their defense is just out of this world. 17, Rams are going to drop 24 on them.
I think it's actually going to be a little closer than that. It's going to be like a... I'm saying Packers lose 17-21. I think that Aaron's going to have the chance to get the dub, and for the first time in his career, he's going to have the ball with like a minute left, and he's not going to convert on 4th down. Next game is against the Patriots, and that is
In New
at
England.
Gillette Stadium.
And it is
in
a
New
prime time game again.
Sunday Night Football again.
Sunday Night Football. This is what they are calling the Battle of the Goats, number 12s.
Such a good game.
It's probably the biggest game on the schedule.
Such a good game.
Could be a Super Bowl
Preview.
preview. It's going to be 27-31 New England at home.
Really?
Yeah, I see the Packers losing this game.
Oh, I've got them winning.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got them winning. I think they're gonna win, but I think this is gonna be a shootout. I think Tom Brady's gonna throw 3 TDs. Aaron Rodgers might throw 4. This is
So
gonna
it'll
be
like 41-37.
yeah. I'm thinking it's gonna be high 30s. I think the Packers win 38,
38-34
38-31, 38-33. That sounds like a really good score.
against the Miami Dolphins at home, Lambeau Field.
That's a win.
This is an easy dub for the Pack.
I say 31, 31-17.
They say Packers win this one going away 38-20. Next game, the vaunted Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks, yeah.
And the 12th man out at Peahawks Stadium.
Is that Thursday Night Football?
Oh,
That's Thursday Night Football.
yes, it is. Ooh, that means they're coming off of only 4 days rest. Oh boy, that's going to be tough. They're going to lose. And then they're going to shock everybody and beat Minnesota in Minnesota. I say they lose to the Seahawks 20-24.
I think they're going to win this game. They're going to win. Rodgers is going to look great. As for the defense, I think that Seahawks defense is just in shambles right now.
Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be.
I don't think they're going to have their running back position figured out either. I'm not scared of the Seahawks anymore, honestly. They went 9-7 last year, or was it the opposite? Did they go 7-9? I say Packers win 28-24.
Then we have the game that could define the division champion. Packers have to go to the Vikings. They haven't won at Minnesota in the new stadium. They got creamed there last year. I think this is a game where the Packers make the statement. I think they get the W against the Vikings. I say Packers win 37-31.
I have the Packers losing this game. I think this is going to be the one that they lose out of these two games here. Packers lose. For me, they fall to 8-3. For you, they jump to 7-4. 17-13.
Coming back to Lambeau, December 2nd against the Arizona Cardinals. That is a W. Yeah, Cardinals, they're a shell of themselves. You know, Carson Palmer's gone. They do have a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Who went there? Who took Palmer's spot?
I have no idea.
Was it Teddy Bridgewater? Wonder where Teddy Bridgewater is. Is Teddy Bridgewater going to play for the Vikings?
I thought he was still on the Vikings roster.
He's still with the Vikings.
I think he is. Packers win. That's a W. 40 to 20.
Scoring. I say Packers win this one 27-17.
Well, after the low-scoring game against the Vikings, I think Joe Philbin is going to whip some of the offensive players.
Yeah, 27-17 Green Bay.
At home, noon game against the Falcons.
Again, this one's going to be a huge test in the NFC for playoff seeding.
But this is going to be a win.
I also predict that the Packers will win this game. This is going to be a high-scoring game because these offenses are both incredibly
Oh, yeah, for sure.
powerful. Julio Jones, their running back tandem of
Devontae Freeman and
Tevin Coleman. They're going to put up some points. Packers 38-34.
I say Packers win 34-30.
But that's going to be a screamer of a game.
At the Bears, that's an easy win.
The Bears
That's a W.
still suck.
28-21. Mitchell Trubisky actually throws 2 touchdown passes.
I'm taking the Pack as well. It's going to be 23-17 score.
Week 16 at the Jets.
The New York Football Jets, Jets.
Don't tell me who it is.
Mark Sanchez.
Of course, the offensive coordinator, you got a busted play here, and then
No, not anymore.
Definitely not Mark Sanchez. I keep thinking Donald Glover, but that's an actor and a rapper, and that's not.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. That's why I was thinking Donald.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Easy win against the Jets.
This is definitely a W for the Pack.
I have them winning 24-13.
I'm going to go 30-19.
Final week.
Potentially decides the division, potentially decides NFC playoff seedings.
I have the Packers sitting at 12-3. You have them at 11-4.
Yeah, they're going to finish 12-4, beating the Lions in the season finale. It's home at Lambeau. They're going to go into the playoffs on a hot streak. It's going to be snowing and cold, and the Dome team is going to be like, just get me out of here, man. It's too cold.
I say Packers win too. I've got them finishing 13-3, 17-10. I think it's going to be really low scoring.
I'm going to say 16-10 Packers. There were a couple of Mason Crosby field goals. Finish out 12-4. I think the Packers could finish anywhere between 10-6 and 14-2. If they finish any worse than 10-6, I would be surprised.
The iffy games, though, are both Viking games.
As always.
Vikings are great. Good
I
team.
think the away Lions game is going to be a tough
Rams, Patriots, Seahawks, and Falcons. Those are the big ones on the schedule that I see.
Right.
Other than that, maybe the 49ers game on Monday Night Football. But other than that,
But if they win the games they're supposed to win,
Yeah.
and win a few of the games that maybe they aren't supposed to, or that are going to be tough, they'll still have a shot at the playoffs.
absolutely, they will be back in the playoffs this year.
And Rodgers will hopefully be another MVP candidate if he has a decent season. Back with his old offensive coordinator, Joe Philbin. The year that he threw, was it 45 TDs?
Yep.
Yeah, 45 touchdowns. MVP year.
That's nuts.
2011, I believe it was.
That's nuts. Did you know Brett Favre never broke 40 touchdowns in a single season?
That's right. The most he had was 38.
I hope you are watching every single Packer game when they're on the weekends, and I hope you're cheering for the green and gold, because I know we will be. And we're going to check in at the end of the season to see how our predictions turned out,
Yep.
and if the Packers are in the playoffs or not, and we will be predicting the playoffs.
Super Bowl.
Hopefully the Super Bowl, too, but we will be predicting the playoffs if the Packers make it or if they don't make it. So,
Awesome.
we'll see you in January.
Go Pack, go.